Welcome to October.
Yay.
This is our first video of the month, and we are starting this October with a spooky film titled Talk to Me. In my opinion, we should go ahead and crown Talk to Me the best horror movie of 2023.
I think this is the best one I have seen so far.
Yeah.
Although I've not seen a lot. But at the same time, I really enjoyed Talk to Me. I didn't expect to go the way it went. It started off really nicely until the very end. It just kept me hooked for the whole 1 hour and 30 plus minutes. It was mind-blowing, I tell you. Fans of horror, non-fans of horror, just see this one. It's different. I know it's about teenagers and all of that, so you might think, maybe. At first I was thinking truth or dare vibes, kind of. But when I really sat down to watch
Truth or Dare does not compare.
Truth or Dare does not compare at all. But that's when I saw teenagers. When I saw the trailer, I was like, teenagers. But when I watched it, I knew that, oh my god, this is amazing.
Talk to Me is really good.
Yes.
It's not like they will do some sort of jump scare, no, but there were moments like that will make you like, oh
my
what
god.
was that?
This movie is set in Australia and follows a group of teenagers who, instead of playing normal teenage games that they are supposed to play, they decide to communicate with spirits. They are conjuring spirits by holding a mysterious embalmed hand and saying, talk to me. Then after that, they'll say, I'll let you in. Oh my god.
However, like we all know, this goes south. We all know that when you go looking for something on the other side,
Yes.
you expect trouble. There's nothing actually sweet.
A lot of people actually say this thing, and I don't know why people never learn that. Just mind your business in this world, this realm. Just stay here. I don't know what you're going to look for.
This is actually a directing debut from Australian brothers Danny and Michael. For those of you who haven't seen Talk to Me, you should I think it's the premise alone should let you in on what's already happening, the juiciness of it all. So I would advise you that you should try to caution here because there'll be some spoilers here and there.
Yeah.
Now, for this ending explain, is Mia's mother truly a bad person? And if you're wondering, okay, what does that ending mean? He had an ambiguous end that is open to interpretation for all. Director Danny told us to look closely because all of the clues are there. So let's take a closer look at this movie now.
Okay.
Our protagonist, Mia, played by Sophie Wilde, amazing actress, hands down. She was battling with grief. Riley is her friend's younger brother who was not supposed to be in that party, but he was there one way or the other. You know how little brothers are now, tag along all the time. So he tagged along because of Mia. He held his hand, and the spirit that possessed him was crazy.
Yeah.
So he hurt himself so bad. Like, this scene will make you scream.
Yes. I could not stop screaming when I watched this particular scene.
Mia was the only one that was seeing this spirit after everything. One of the ghosts who was recurring here was her mother. And she's still battling with the loss of her mother. So, you know how it is that, oh, mother, another conflict. So her mother claims she never killed herself. Her mother sent her all sorts of things there, instructing Mia to do all sorts. So, is Mia's mother an evil person?
After this event happened and Riley hurt himself, so Daniel asked her that, is she sure it's her mother? I asked that question too when the person started to speak. I said, is this her mother? That it must be a spirit that can tell what she actually wants and can see her desire. And I think that makes a lot of sense. But it don't make sense to me. It makes sense to me. The first time Mia actually tried to do this, talk to me, well, she let a drowned woman into her body, and that spirit held on for a little bit too long. It's supposed to be 90 seconds, but it was a little bit over 90 seconds because that spirit did not want to let go, it did not want to come out. So I think because they already told nothing more than 90 seconds, so I think that because of that particular thing, that's why she was able to see those spirits.
Yes. Because so once you pass that 9 seconds, the spirit do not want to leave.
You anymore. So when she started seeing her mother, interacting with her mother, you'll notice that there's a drowning sound around her, and her mother looks a bit blue. Although the mother died out of drug overdose, so it was kind of weird. So you are saying the mother's look is different from what the mother actually looks like. I'm very sure this is not Mia's mother. This must be another spirit that knows that this is what she wants at the moment.
So at the end, Mia tries to put Riley out of his misery because she was prompted to do so by her mother. Although she kind of told that since Riley is a kid, they should wait it out. The spirit will get weaker eventually, and true to this word, her friend affirmed to her that, okay, her brother, that's Riley, woke up and he seemed a lot like himself again.
Yes, for a few minutes.
But Mia was already too far gone.
Yeah.
She stole Riley from the hospital. Although at this point she's not seeing the person as Riley anymore. She's seeing an old man covered with swords. So she pushed him to the side of the road, the highway. Before she left the hospital, she called her friend and told the friend that, oh, she needs to come over to the house because she has a way that she wants to help Riley. Yeah, but when her friend arrived there was no Mia. Yeah. And she saw that Max, who is Mia's father, was bleeding because Madam Mia stabbed him. Yes. Because she was seeing ghosts at that point. By now, her friend already caught up that, okay, Mia cannot be trusted around Riley. So she alerted her mother.
So we don't even know what happened when they got to the side of the road because she was going to push Riley to his death. But the next thing we saw was that Mia was actually hit by a car already and there was just commotion already. Then we see her friend and Riley by the side of the road. She was actually calling her brother. I think her mother's spirit was there when she was about to push the boy and telling her that this is the right thing, push him out of his misery. Yeah. So I think her friend actually pushed her. Yeah. So we see Mia walking through the hospital and nobody can actually see her. We can see Riley recovered, kind of. A glimpse of, I think Riley, yes. Then her father is walking away and she's calling him, but nobody's answering her. Then the lights in the hospital go off. Don't forget that a recurring dream that she told Riley about, that whenever she sees herself in the mirror, then her reflection goes away. So when she looks to the mirror, there was nothing there. Nothing there, which means she's gone. Yeah. And when all the lights go off in the hospital, she sees a candle light and she follows that light. Then a hand reaching out. When she holds that hand, she sees people from Greece and they are playing the exact same game that led to this whole event. For me, Mia actually wants to end or put Riley out of his miseries because remember that kangaroo that they saw at the beginning of the car? Everything is just intertwined, kind of. That he was begging her to put it out of the misery. So maybe she also, not just the spirit tried to make her do it. She also felt like, oh, he would want this. This is what Riley wants. He would not want to go through this kind of pain. And she felt responsible. Yes. That made it a perfect cliffhanger and it opened the door for a franchise, in my very humble opinion. Yes. I am excited to see part 2. And the director, though, are trying to get this franchise on the road, believe me, but there's no confirmation yet concerning a Talk to Me 2. I pray and I pray and I pray that there's a Talk to Me 2. Is the hype real? Because everyone's talking about this movie. The hype is very real. I will highly recommend this movie. I have a lot of things I love about this movie. I love the concept of it all. Yeah. The hand. So not just too much parties. These are just children trying to play and enjoy themselves. Yes. One of the writers said that they want to incorporate social media as much as possible. Yes. But at the same time, social media was there, but was at the background. It was. I like where it was not just in your face that people are watching this around the world. It's just showing that as you're playing this game, people are trying to stream this thing. People are going to see this. That's why I love about this film. The acting was on point. No single bad acting. The soundtrack on point. That's what I'm about to say. Soundtrack is my favorite part of this movie. It's amazing. If you see Talk to Me, because the buzz around Talk to Me, oh my god. That's what prompted us to watch this movie too. Yes. Although Sophie Wilde annoyed me, but her acting was just spot on. I love Sue's character a lot. Although I wanted her to do a little bit more like strangle Sophie, but she killed her role. If these characters are real, I don't know what I'll do to them. Yeah, because in the first place, I cannot imagine myself being there. They tell me, grab this hand, you're able to communicate with spirit. They saw it on social media, they just want to prove, okay, is this person playing around or whatever. Me, I don't want to know if you're playing around or not. That's your business. Have your fun. Actually, what happens in life now, how social media influences us. The movie touched on themes that are important, like grief. Yes. Mia was battling with grief. Yeah. She and her father were just like words apart, so she was mostly in her friend's house. That's how she bonded with Riley and the mother. She was just really there all the time. Yes. She was living there. I like how this movie, they allowed us to interpret things like they really follow that rule of show don't tell. Yeah. Even when they spoke about the hand, they didn't speak about the hand too much in origin. They don't know, someone saying Satanist hand and some medium. Also, they're talking about fitting in. People always try to fit in with the crowd. But Riley wanted to fit in, and so did Mia. I'll rate this movie a solid 5. I'll give it 5 also. There's no reason why I should give it anything less. Nope. I highly recommend this film. Yeah. Everybody should go and see Talk to Me. It's amazing, but just, I don't know, if you're scared of the dark, maybe you should not watch it at night. I don't know. But it's a beautiful one. It's a very beautiful film. It's brilliant.
You should definitely subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, like this video, leave a comment if you've seen Talk to Me. What are your thoughts?
I know your favorite character.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.